stream.
Good afternoon.
What didn't do your intro?
Okay, let's do my intro. We already live, but act like y'all didn't see us yet. Let me go over here and do the intro real quick.
No, I just thought it was gonna come, and I was gonna like.
No, we should do the intro. So act like y'all don't see us. Y'all don't see us.
Oh yeah, you officially went live because I see them.
Okay, let's see. There it is. Intro.
Oh, you made it now, baby. Oh, you made it to 3T. Come on and get this tea. Come on and get this tea. Get this tea.
Come on and get this tea. All right. Okay, so good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, because it's almost lunchtime for some folk. We do understand that. So hopefully you're having a wonderful lunch. And if not, you're gonna get to have a wonderful lunch. But welcome to this this all of a sudden 3T. So I was thinking I need to do another intro since my intro is
I was thinking you weren't thinking about it.
I'm not gonna even act like she said anything like that. We should do another intro because these abrupt lives that we do, like I did an abrupt live yesterday. I need an intro for that, right? Because of course the one that came on said we on at 10 o'clock p.m. on Fridays, and it's not 10 o'clock p.m. and neither is a Friday. Okay, but as you see, we are on a 4-day push to UVALDE, or as some people say, UVALDE. So I want to talk about that because if you don't know or you didn't hear, Zoe is going to UVALDE, Texas at the end of the week, and she also is doing a fundraiser for this event that she is doing for the kids in UVALDE, Texas, which I'm really proud about. I'm very proud about that. So I asked her to come on because there still is a balance in the money that she's raising to put the event on. And I wanted to make sure that I came on and kind of helped her do this last push. So it's a last push for donations toward her UVALDE event that's going to take place this coming weekend. So I'm going to ask Zoe to tell you a little bit about the UVALDE. If you didn't know, Zoe is a survivor of the Oxford shooting incident, and unfortunately, even this morning, we have wind of another incident that took place at the University of Virginia. Did you know that? That just happened. I saw this morning on the news. So, yeah, that's another thing. But as a result of it, Zoe has been moving and working with the March for Our Lives organization as a national spokesperson about gun control, right? And well, let me just let you tell a little bit about it. So I'm telling it all. So all right, tell us quickly how you got involved with March for Our Lives. We know you're a survivor of the Oxford shooting, but tell me or tell us how you got involved with March for Our Lives organization. How did that come about?
You. So basically, I got what are you doing? I got reached out to by March for Our Lives to come and speak at an event, and I really didn't want to like at all. And I remember my mom and dad really pushed me to become a part of it, and so I've been kind of running with them since I want to say February when I first spoke to the Michigan State Capitol, and I've just been moving with them ever since.
But the truth is, or I want to add this, that when you began to work with March for Our Lives, which caused her to kind of start traveling, to start traveling and speaking on behalf of survivors, what did that do for your mental state? Because I know that you were sometimes in a real funk behind the shooting. What did it do for you when you began to be a voice piece for other people?
People ask me that a lot, but it definitely helped. I don't want to say like, I'm trying to say it in like much smarter terms, but it just helped me feel a lot happier. So it definitely brought me out of a lot of the funk that I was in, because meeting other survivors is probably one of the best things for like a current survivor, or just being a survivor period, just because they understand you just completely and they don't judge you or give you pity or feel sympathy towards you like a lot of other people will. And I remember meeting like a lot of other survivors and having like hours of conversation with them upon first meeting them, and I don't do that often. So to have that like instant connection just because you shared like a similar experience with somebody, it definitely helps you a lot more than you realize.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I mean, I didn't know just as any kind of turmoil you've ever gone through, if there's someone who's experienced the same thing, it's always a safe place, or usually a safe place, when you can have that conversation with somebody who knows exactly what you're talking about and feels exactly what you feel. So I'm excited about that. And so as a result of you working with March for Our Lives, I know that it kind of catapulted you into being a speaker and speaking at many places and meeting many people, which caused you to start what you're calling the S.E.Es organization, or the S.E.Es program. So can you let us know, because it is a part of this program, or because of this program, you're going to UVALDE to do this first event that we're going to talk about, that's coming up this weekend. But tell us, what is the purpose of the S.E.Es program and what that has to do with this event that's coming up in UVALDE that you are spearheading on this coming weekend?
So
It's good. There you go.
that's the phrase that I like to use a lot. So creating community among survivors is the main point of doing kind of just these different events that will help these survivors kind of connect to one another. So like for this specific event, we're going to have a lot of Oxford students come out, and then we're going to have them connect with these younger ROB survivors. And so that's what we want the program to be about, is just to be able to have these survivors connect with each other and have these long-lasting relationships and communication with each other.
Okay, so what I thought was interesting, and I don't know how many people know this, but what's interesting to me is that, what's interesting to me, and what I think is wonderful about the S.E.Es program, is the fact that you get to really have these face-to-face conversations with not only other survivors, but definitely the fact that you have this face-to-face connection and possible mentoring relationships with younger survivors, right? Because that is what I think is great to me, that you all will get an opportunity to go and have conversations, to spend time with, to develop relationships with younger survivors, right? So it almost becomes a mentoring program for survivors.
Yes.
What also is fabulous that Zoe didn't say in detail is that 17 plus Oxford students have signed on to go with her to UVALDE and be of assistance in many ways. Not only are they going to assist, but they're bringing gifts.
Oh, we're getting to that later.
Okay. So why don't you tell us about that?
So basically, I got reached out to by these two students who created the Oxford Legacy. I don't want to say program, but the like Oxford Legacy thing. So I don't know what they want me to call it, so I'll just say program for now. But these two amazing students, Lizzie and Sam, started it, and so they reached out to me along with the IB coordinator at the school, and they are now coming with me. So it'd be 17 plus kids. I think it's 17 kids and 10 administrators, and then a security guard that is coming with us now. And it'll be awesome because they have these handmade blankets that they made over the summer to give to UVALDE students, but they couldn't necessarily make it happen with travel. And so upon like merging on this event, they get to bring down their blankets and fidgets and all these different things and goodie bags they wanted to bring along with the stuff that I had planned. And so it's going to be just this really cool big event of mental wellness and feeling better and remembering that they're still children just because they had to grow up so fast after their tragedy. So
that right there is super cool to me. It is super cool that they'll be able to actually see these people, and just touch them, just touch them, just spend some time with them and show them how much they understand and they care about them. I think that's fabulous. I really, really do. I think that's absolutely fabulous. So, cheers to you. Cheers to the Oxford IB students. Cheers to the teachers who are coming to assist. But there are others who also are going to be involved. Like, for instance, tell us about Little Caesars and how Little Caesars got involved. I think that's wonderful too.
I think Little Caesars got involved with Sam and Lizzie, and so they kind of brought each party brought a lot to the table. So I'm so appreciative to them for bringing, they brought Little Caesars, they brought American Airlines to donate miles so that we could pay for a lot of plane tickets. They brought the Detroit Lions donated money, and then the players donated, I think, and then Detroit Lions matched their money, and so they donated money. And then we had, at least on my part for some of it, is like Therapy Animals San Antonio is going to come out, Wingstop Uvalde is going to come out, and we're going to have a bunch of different fun things for the kids to do. So a lot of these organizations are helping to make the event possible.
So Uvalde Playday, the event is called, and it'll take place this Saturday. It's called the Survivors United Uvalde Playday, which has been spearheaded by the SEED program.
Survivors United Playday.
Yeah, that in Uvalde, because it's one of many, right?
Yes.
This will be the first play day of many. It'll be the first event that you've done,
yes,
as the founder of the SEED program, organization.
I've done it before, but not like this. So,
as a founder of the SEED organization, and it's also, but it's one of many to come, right? So she's calling this one Survivors United Play Date Uvalde, because it takes place in Uvalde. So there will be many more play dates or play days. Play day or play date? Play day. Many more play days to come, because unfortunately there are many more survivors to come. What is share, Zoe? You have this quote, this saying that you say quite a bit, and it's kind of being attached to the SEED organization. What is that?
Children deserve to feel safe.
Children deserve to feel safe. Right. It's very simple. Children deserve to feel safe. It's a very simple thing, but unfortunately, in this current landscape, children aren't necessarily feeling safe. Not even at school, right? Not even at school, and that's a whole nother. That's a problem. That's a real issue. Yeah, that's a real issue. But one of the things, yeah. I mean, you would hope that children will feel safe at home. That's the first thing. But we do know that some children are not safe at home. I mean, that's true. So if they aren't safe at home, you will hope that they be safe at school, right? Or in church. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's also we're gonna get into.
Right. It's not always true. So one thing about the play date, the survivors play dates, is they get an opportunity to be kids,
which I'm super excited about.
I'm excited about that too. They get an opportunity to return to the innocence of children, right? The innocence that children deserve. So they get
like innocence.
Exactly.
They get it back, hopefully, in a sense. They take from it too. So it's not in such a great word, but.
Yeah, so they get an opportunity to kick balls around and play jump rope, and
they were doing limbo, relay races, soccer games, tug of war, all that fun stuff we used to do for because it's supposed to be play day is also supposed to be surrounded around field day. So they'll have kind of a field day like we used to have when we were little too. I don't know if they have those now, but we used to have when I was in middle school.
Yeah, we had them when I was in middle school.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, when you first said to me, you said, you know what a play, what a field day is? I'm looking at you
I
like,
just have to make sure that, like, I thought it was like a newer thing. Like, I didn't know. It's like,
no, field day was a big deal. And
I don't think they do them anymore either. And I'm like, that's so sad.
because and they probably don't, because they don't even have recess in most of these schools, which that's a whole other issue. Like, you don't have a recess, so there's nothing built into the curriculum in most U.S. schools, or in many U.S. schools, for you to exercise your body.
Yeah,
that something is wrong with that. It's almost like
or to have fun, like to sit in school,
or to have fun, right? There's something wrong with that, really wrong with it. So the fact that you are rejuvenating, or you are resurrecting a play day, I think is awesome. It's awesome. It's just a day to frolic in the grass, frolic in the grass, eat candy and pizza and wings and right, and
I'm
play.
Excited for that.
and play. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. So Zoe's so this event for she and her cohort, and I'm saying her colleagues, or her her peers, will take place this Saturday. So we are here for the final push, the final donation push. So yes. This is where we need your help. This is where we need you. If you're watching this, we need you. If you got $1, we need you, because she had like
1,000 people donated $1. That's what people should understand. It's just everybody donated $1.
Yeah. Oh, that's good though. Because she needs 3,000 though, right, to complete it. She has a balance of 3,000. So she started out with a objective of 7,000 to pay for everything, and that would pay for travel. It pays for everything that the kids are going to consume, that wasn't donated, right? It pays for the toys and the equipment and stuff that they use. It pays for the rental of the building. It pays for their prizes, and they're gonna have t-shirts, and it pays for all of that. So she has a goal that needs to be completed of $3,000 to complete your final. That's $7,000 total
by Thursday, which I know is doable.
No, by Wednesday, because you
by Wednesday. So I think it's doable. We're working on it. I know we have like $270 raised right now, and it is a GoFundMe. We ended the fundraiser link for those of you that were on the last one, and so I don't know if we can put the GoFundMe in this chat, but I would appreciate if anybody, it could be as little as $1, it could be as much as $500, whatever you are able to give, we would very much appreciate it.
So she needs those donations to make this dream come true. And it is a dream. It is a dream for those babies in Uvalde to have a day of frolicking in the sun, frolicking in the grass, literally, right? You got a DJ coming,
yes,
right? She's got tables and chairs to pay for. For those children, it will be an opportunity to act like children, and to do it. This is interesting. Let's talk about this real quick, because I thought this was really interesting for you and your experience. I remember after the tragedy, the Oxford tragedy. Oh, let me put the GoFundMe link up there. I'm sorry. I remember after the tragedy, they meaning the students. Oh, this is always an issue. I hope this works. The students really, nope, it's not. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this in there. They really wanted to be together.
Yes.
And so Joy said they were trauma bonding. That's what she calls it. And that's probably really what it was. But they were looking for opportunities to be together, I guess, because they felt that sense of security with those who had experienced what they experienced. But they wanted it was interesting because they wanted to hang out together more than they wanted to talk about any of the situation. Okay. But they did a lot of hanging out together, I guess, for that comfort they got with each other. So that is exactly what the event this Saturday will create for those kids, an opportunity for them to come back together, but not around the tragedy, but those who experienced the tragedy to come together and then gain some safety from each other.
And these older kids too, so
they'll
gain some safety from us as well.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest piece, that they not only will get a chance to connect with those who unfortunately share that tragedy with, but they'll get a chance to connect with other people who the larger community for them. It's a larger community, you know, because they have their own community, but this is a community of survivors. So the community grows, the hands reach farther, and I think that's fabulous. So this is a push. Let me do this. I'm going to put this GoFundMe link in there when I can get it in there, but I gotta copy it in a way that my StreamYard will take it. Before I do that though, what we do have is your Cash App, right? Yeah. So let me just put our Cash App up. I should have made a thing for that.
Or you can go to my page, or it's in my, like, all of my bios, so like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Wait, that's while I'm typing, give me your Cash App.
Zoe Teray, everything's Zoe Teray.
Okay, Zoe Teray. Cash App.
Now it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo.
It's all Zoe Teray.
Yeah.
Which is spelled like this. Now let me ask you this, because last time somebody wanted to send you something, they called me. Is there a picture of you in your BB Teray?
Yes.
In your
Yes.
Okay. It's not a picture of anybody else.
No.
Okay. So you'll see. Okay, it should be a very clear picture too, because there are other Zoe Terays that I saw last night.
Yeah, and that's never happened before.
But your name is everywhere.
Yeah.
So make sure that they show face, right? Even that, somebody else could grab your face and put a picture on there. So,
well, mine's a picture of me, like, with my hair put back and me just like, in the sunlight.
So that's her Cash App. Her GoFundMe. How can I?
You can go to my page. I mean, yeah.
So to your Facebook page.
You can go to Facebook, or you can go to Instagram. It's in the link in my bio, and we appreciate anything.
Okay, so that's the big push. If you see this video, please
even share, and just share the GoFundMe link would be nice.
Right, donate if you can. If not, share. Please share, because if you share, somebody else may be able to do what you cannot do. So please, at least share it. A lot of people don't understand that is a great way to support people. We often think, well, I don't have no money. Well, okay, that's understandable. We don't always have money. But what you do have is the ability to just click share. You do have that. You have that ability. You have the ability to do that. Right. You have the ability to do that. We are doing that because we were sitting on social media looking at each other and looking at videos and looking at, just liking and sharing something is a way to support. So if you don't have the money, support by sharing it with somebody who you think, can, or some of us know people who are looking for causes, looking for causes to support. If you got a friend who would be interested in supporting this cause, supporting these babies, share it with them. Just share it with them and tell them we have a deadline for Wednesday. She needs to have it in her hand by Wednesday so that she can travel free of concern, right? And knowing that they're going to have all they need. So thank you for stopping in. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for participating if you can. Thank you for supporting when you will. Is there anything else you want to add about your upcoming UVALDE excursion?
Just that I hope the kids have an amazing time. So donate, because I want them to have an amazing time.
Yep. And pray. Keep us in your prayer as she, brings this dream into fruition. That's it?
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't you hold on to this video now. If you see this video, share this video. Share the video. Y'all have a great day. Share the video.